Hello everyone, welcome back to LARPGAMEING, the YouTube series that talks about creepypastas, gives you the brief history and summary of the story so you know what your alt girlfriend is talking about at lunch. Today we're going to be talking about Sally Acorn. Yes, that's Sally Acorn, the one that has Sonic fans always making shipping wars happen every single day.
Sally Acorn. Here's something I really like. Rally for Sally. Yeah, I'm that kind of guy.
Or made people back in the 90s and early 2000s realize that they might be a furry without them knowing what a furry is. So sit back, relax as I tell you the story of sally.exe.
Oh my god! What's wrong with your face?
This user
is named Terry Cybercop, a user on DeviantArt that drawn Sally Acorn and talked about Sonic Satam a lot, really a lot. And now they're in a competition to see who can make a better Sonic.exe 2. Of course, they entered it and realized that they're probably not going to win. So let's just steal. Yes, steal. So they stole different parts of the story from another video. At the time, though, they didn't really care that much. They know it was wrong, but at the same time, what are the chances of them winning this competition? Their story isn't super amazing or anything. At the time, they did take it serious, very serious. They wasn't trying to make a troll pasta. But at the same time, if I was entering a competition and I was young, and there's, a lot more people writing stories, what's the point of even thinking, oh yeah, I'm going to win? So they entered their story and waited. Next thing you know, everyone loved it. The story goes like this. A person on eBay, let's call them Pasta Theory, buys a Sonic Satam DVD collection. Ooh, but there's weird. The DVD was blank, and it was $1, and shipping was free. Too good to be true. Honestly, that just sounds like something you can do. Buy yourself a DVD and just pirate all the episodes. Don't need to go on eBay for that. But hey, that's
neither here nor there.
So after they get this, they see a Sally doll. They have to buy it, of course, but it's weird. It says God on it. Ooh, scary. But again, who cares? It's a Sonic.exe creepypasta. Common sense is out the window. So of course they buy it. Next thing you know, it comes on a Sunday, the DVDs. So they begin to watch it. But there's no episodes on the file besides one, an exe file. They open it, and it's just one episode.
As hooked on Sonics.
Now, it's nothing really special, just one episode. But early on it though, Sally Acorn begins to give Sonic a kiss on the cheek, and then it freezes. And then they thought they just got scammed, and they probably did, so they turned that shit off immediately and download a Sonic ROM like one does, because fuck buying consoles. Pirate all the way. But instead of a Sonic theme blasting, they get creepy images. Amy dying, oh no. And Sally at the end dying. And then the video from earlier that day playing, but this time, instead of the normal kiss, it shows a very realistic photo of Sally with her eyes sewn together with a horrible but somewhat peaceful smile. It's very disturbing. I will say the image did actually terrify me as a kid and even as a grown-up. But that's pretty much the shift of the creepypasta. Nothing really special, nothing really crazy. But people ate that shit up. At the time, it's pretty easy to understand. It's pretty cool concept, having different Sonic characters be in a story that's a little bit more, I guess, narrative driven, but at the same time, not. It's kind of hard to describe this. It has its own charm that makes me like it more somehow than the normal creepypasta. Maybe it wasn't really trying to go for the goriest of the gore in my eyes. Like, it was there, yes, but it doesn't feel like it was being so try-hard. It felt like someone actually wanted to make something. So they did. Not because I'm going to win a contest, it's because I want to impress my friends. That's it. Nothing else. And if you're creating something, that's what you should probably be doing anyways. But there's a problem. The story is heavily stolen from another video. They even admit this in their 2021 post, regrets. But at the time, some people knew, but some people didn't. Especially the boy, the legendary man himself, the best EXE game developer around. I swear, every time he is mentioned, angels sing. But yes, Crimson made one of the best Sonic.exe ROMs once more. It was really good. It shown the writing to life like he did the first time. It was quite impressive. And the creepy image, oh, amazing. The way it was implemented in the video and in the game, pretty good stuff. And of course, Markiplier and PewDiePie ate that shit up, and everyone else did. But as the legend was growing, a bee sting was always popping up. People were saying, hey, this reminds me of another YouTube video that came out years before even EXE was a thing. And eventually, that little neat bee nest turned into a wasp nest that wouldn't stop stinging and stinging and stinging until...
What is up, Drum Alert Nation? I'm your host, Killer Keemstar. Let's get right into the news.
See, back in 2010, there was a video uploaded by a channel called Chilion. The video was quite, in my opinion, revolutionary. Watching it now looks like an analog horror you would find back in 2019 or 2020. Or any other videos that you would see 8-Bit Ryan reacting to and acting like it's the most scariest thing he's ever saw. The video was quite random, but in a good type of way. The video ends with Sonic getting munched down by a monster. That is from the Mother series. It's short, not really enough detail about it, but that was creepypastas back in the day. Now Sonic was no stranger. There was Tails doll and Sonic CD with the weird face you can find with a code. So he was no stranger, like I said, to scary things. But at the time, this video was quite unique. It was really showing a creepy game footage around the same time with Ben Drown. Not long, but same ideas, same execution, same type of buzz. Enough buzz for someone in the competition to write something around it. Change a few things, but keep some things that will eventually come back to bite them in the ass. See, people started to recognize there were some similarities. But of course, these little coincidences turned into, hold up now, pause right there. I think we got someone who stole. At the end of the day, yes, they did steal. The person who made sally.exe definitely stole. Not inspired, stole. Not copy some things, but literally stole ideas. Shamelessly, bar to bar, floor to flow. But the real question is stealing bad? Of course it's bad. The question I really want to end off here is, how did this impact everyone? The artists who drawn Sally, well, they were later on making Sally a little bit more creepier, making him a little bit more different. The person who made the fan game, without Sonic.exe or Sally.exe, I'm not going to try to say no one would really know them, but Crimson really got his career boosted off of these fan games. Now, from this message here that he sent to them on the comment section, it was not really happy reactions from Crimson. They wanted to delete, the fan game. But thankfully they didn't. But they do warn people now that they're not really going to do no more updates, and the story is stolen. But in my opinion, sally.exe did a lot more good than negative. It helped someone win a contest, helped someone get internet fame for a little bit, helped someone make a game that made their name go out there even more in the indie scene, made someone who drawn Sally a little bit more famous, and able to take this character and really go with it, and brought some more and bigger eyes to the original video. So, I guess I want to leave off with sally.exe might be important in my eyes, because without these creepy games, I would never get into creepypastas. I wouldn't really watch Markiplier or PewDiePie. Most people don't even remember the story. They just remember the creepy face. To some people, this may be a shocker that the story was even fake at most point of, this journey. But I think without any of this, creepypastas wouldn't really become creepypastas. I'm not saying, oh yeah, go steal a story. No. But I am asking, did these people somehow benefit from this whole controversy, from this whole event? I'm gonna leave that up to you to decide. But if you want to see more creepypasta characters have their brief history and summary, let me know down below. Leave a like if you liked it. If you hate it, leave a dislike. And this is LARPing Gaming, and I am out.
Now I'm gonna use it! Shit! I'm hit! Oh no! I wasn't able to retrieve it!